What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another Copart walk around on this absolutely beautiful, well, for you it's Thursday, but for me it's Monday. But we'll call it Thursday for you guys because you guys are watching this on Thursday. Absolutely beautiful Thursday afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I want to give a big shout out to all of you for watching and making this video possible. I truly appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Big shout out to Copart Corporate Office and the local Yard 18 over here at 2829 Southeast 15th Street in Del City, Oklahoma, and all the people that make this place operate the way it does. I appreciate all of them as well. And my brother Tim from TJ's Auto, I appreciate him for coming out here and helping keep all these cars organized and get this stuff together. So without further ado, let's jump into this walk around and get started. Number one on my list is rev up your engines. It's time for a 1999 Toyota Celica. Yes, that's what's number one on the list. Where's Scotty Kilmer at? Because Scotty, I know you would buy this car. Now, I haven't checked this yet, but I've watched so many of his videos. Aren't these headlights made of glass? Yeah, they sure are, man. That's glass. Scotty and his Celica that has like 250,000 miles with the original motor, original transmission. Hey, I had to show it, right? I had to show this car. Maybe I can get Scotty on the channel. Give me a big shout out. What do you say, Scotty? Help boost my subscriber base a little bit. Okay, so obviously this car took a hit in the back end. You can clearly see where everything is just out of alignment. Someone tried to put it all back together with Gorilla Tape. Hey, no shame in that, man. I've used Gorilla Tape to hold many cars together in my day to get me by until I could get something else. No keys, 127,000 miles. The paint is all but gone. Whoa, the interior is dirty. I mean, it's not that bad though. Honestly, this car, the interior is held up pretty well. I mean, it is dirty, but seriously, look at it. It's not bad. We got Gorilla Tape everywhere. We got Gorilla Tape on the buttons. Why did someone Gorilla Tape the buttons? Were they falling off? I don't know. Someone Gorilla Taped the buttons of the steering. Oh, they were falling off. Yeah. So the airbag is also Gorilla Taped, although the bag isn't blown. It just looks like, okay. All right, I'm hoping maybe we could find a key in here somewhere. It's listed as no keys, but you never know, man. Sometimes you get lucky and you can find the key hiding out in here, but I don't think we're gonna find it in this one. 127,000 miles. This thing is low miles, isn't it? Let's take a look under the hood, see what she's working with. Get some of that naturally aspirated action going on under here. Scotty, where's the hood release? All right. Well, there she is. Well, hey, these silicon spark plug wires gotta add at least 25 horses to this bad boy right here. All right, I'm done making fun of her. She's probably a decent running car if you just got some keys to it, I would imagine. And yeah, all jokes aside, Toyotas make reliable vehicles, man. They really do. They have for a long time. And I've always kind of liked the body style of the Celica. I really have. I think it's an interesting design. Definitely screams 90s when I see it. You know what I mean? I love it. All right, next on my list is a 2015 Dodge Dart. One of you great viewers sent this to me and told me I should really check it out, but I'm gonna be honest with you, no. I'm just gonna say that, no. This car, if it was just the front end, you know, no big deal. The front end really doesn't look that bad. And these front ends, literally, now that I've done it twice, these front ends are super easy to take apart and put back together. Like, there's nothing to it. Unfortunately, there is more to it. I don't even think I can get down here because of where this thing is bent. Man, I can try. I think this is the 2.4 multi-air. Yeah, it is. So she's not a turbo. I would have preferred a turbo. That would have been fun. But the 2.4 is all right as well. But it's not just the front, guys. Like, the front is whatever. I mean, that's no big deal. We could fix that. Heck, the fender looks like it even survived. You know what I mean? The body lines look pretty decent. A hood hinges, the front end pieces, of course. No biggie. I don't even think it blew bags in this one. 47,000 miles. Oh, look at that. I mean, it looks to be in pretty good shape. This is definitely one that we could fix. And then you get back here and you see that we've got damage back here, and you could clearly see the gap from the trunk lid, right? This is not just superficial cosmetic. We have a big bow, a bend in the body right here in this quarter panel. So she took a hit to the frame rail down here, it's tweaked it, and because of that, it is completely screwed. That's not something we're going to mess with. So for those of you, I think there was 1 or 2 of you that actually sent this to me, I wanted you to know I did look at it, and I wanted you to see my reasoning behind not buying it. It's more than just a few body parts on the front. I'm going to try to stay away from rear quarter panels for probably as long as I live. But otherwise, a little dusty, but otherwise, man, she's in really good shape with only 47,000 miles on it. Could be a good car for somebody, no doubt. It'll be dead. Whoa, look at that. Like a dust storm. Good night. Yeah, of course, it's dead. Comes with an extra key fob, though. And that's it for this car. Next, we have a 2006 Mazda 6S, which is interesting. It's got an N on the windshield, which is supposed to mean it's a non-runner, but I am 99.9% certain, see that N right there? Non-runner. I'm certain that this thing is listed as a run and drive, 154,000 miles, hail damage all over the roof, probably difficult for you to see. It's whatever these are for. I guess these really make it faster. It really helps to bring downward force on the roof and bring it down to the spoiler. You've got this open spoiler design here, right? So yeah, kind of like the C8 Corvette. I see what they're doing here. This had to make the car so much faster. Cut through the air like a knife through butter, man. Why didn't Mazda think of that? You know, when Mazda was designing this car, why didn't they think to put those shark fins all over the top? What were you thinking, Mazda? You gotta get it together, man. All right, so the car looks pretty good. Well, it looked good on the outside anyway. The inside is, well, she's a little rough. The key's on the floor. See, I didn't do that. The key is taped to the floor. There's literally tape holding the key to the floor. I think it's dead, though. It is. Yeah, ugh. This is disgusting. Look at this. It's, this car is gross. You got a switch here for something important, I guess. I don't know. This car, oh man. Okay, so while Toyota seems to have held up pretty good over time, this car did not. It's a buy it now for $2,000, which, you know, realistically speaking, that's very cheap. But the car itself is in she's in rough shape. She's in real rough shape. No, I'm not interested in this one, man. We'll just we'll leave this one. Oh, look what happened here. Something happened to the windshield. Looks like a big old rock or something just crashed right on that. Dang. Yeah, I'm not interested in this one. Here we got a 2017 Mini Cooper S. Boy, the Minis changed in design over the years, didn't they? It looks so much taller now. Well, that's because it's a Countryman. Goodness, okay. Golly. I should just restart the video and pretend like I didn't just say that, but since I did, I'm just gonna leave it in there. You wanna catch that? Yeah, I really did think that this was a regular Mini Cooper, and I was totally wrong. This is obviously a flood car. You could see how much water was in this thing. Yeah, she's in bad shape. She's in real bad shape. Obviously, windows are stuck down. I think over here is why it's got a plastic bag over it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's obvious it got pretty deep. Let's see if we can pop this hood here. So after much deliberating, my brother and I have decided we can't figure out where the hood release is. For the hood latch under here is, and we're not going to screw with it because it's a total flood. It's a dud. It doesn't run, and we're not messing with it. So there you go. Here we got a 2002 GMC Sierra, and I love, they call them a flare side or a step side. I think flare side was forward. These are called like a step side. I love the bed on this, but obviously, yeah, this one's seen better days. So this is kind of some carnage. I mean, we've seen worse, but at the same time, this took one heck of a hit to the side, man. It says it's a bio. I'm not really sure why. I don't see any anything that looks like somebody was injured too terribly bad in there. Maybe it's just from having that window open and exposed to the elements. Could be mold or mildew or something. Look at this. Now these, yeah, if I'm not mistaken, these bed sides bolt on. I think there's some bolts back here. Yeah, right back here. You can actually take off this bed side and replace it. So you don't have to replace the whole bed. That was a great idea. I'm not sure if it was GM that came up with it or who, but great idea to have the bed sides where you can take them off so you don't have to replace the whole bed when you're in an accident. But this one I think is pretty much done for. She took some pretty serious damage to the driver's side over there, but everything inside looks pretty good though. The interior is actually in relatively good condition for what it is. Does make you wonder what they ran up against though, or who ran up against them. You know what I mean? Totally damaged all of this. I don't know. What do you think? You think this is fixable? I think that this A-pillar right here is just trashed. I mean, you can see it took a hard hit to the outside of the A-pillar right here. So the A-pillar is definitely going to have some damage, but it may be something that could be pulled out. You wouldn't really know until you get the hood off, the fender off. Obviously, the windshield is no good, and the A-pillar going all the way up. Look at this door. You know, the door. What do you got here? Yeah, you got the fender, the hood, suspension damage, door. This door could probably be fixed. You got this cab portion right here. It needs fixed. The bed side right here. I understand why it's totaled, man. That's a lot of money. Here's an interesting one for you. Figure this one out. 2015 Buick Encore. Obviously, we are working with Carnage here today. What do you think happened to this? Because I am, I don't know, man. This one is a little bit confusing. So what I notice is you take a look at the radiator and you can see that it has been ripped out this direction, backwards. Now you'd think this was an accident that went forward and crunched everything, but from this radiator, it looks like something may have come down forward and pulled back. You see what I mean? I don't know. I mean, all of this is mangled and crushed and literally just ripped to pieces. Even the engine down here has been broken to pieces. I'm not real sure how all this got ripped out or the radiator got ripped backwards, but yet this upper support here is pushed in, twisted in. The hood. See, look under here. You see how all this is hit in? This took a hard hit in, no doubt, but I'm wondering if it came down from the top and landed down here and then came out. What do you think? Comment below, ladies and gentlemen. Especially, goodness, if you're a body guy or body woman or whatever, and you see this, tell me what you think happened, because I've never seen damage quite like this before. It's so mangled and twisted, and at the same time, it's so straight. If you get what I mean. The frame rails look straight. Crash bar, straight. Frame rail, straight. I'm very confused. Very confused. I mean, I guess it could have been a really hard high hit, and this could have been bent. Some of this stuff could have been bent back outwards as, you know, it was being pulled out of the wreckage that it was in. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been doing this long enough to understand. I can tell you this, though, we've got a huge overlap of the door right here. I mean, major overlapping right here. So it does look like it took an impact going this direction to force all this back. My goodness. What's it look like inside? Holy cow. Wow. The dashboard is like where the people were sitting. See if we can look at that from the driver's perspective. Good Lord. Some of this Carnage, man, I'm telling you, it just it leaves you wondering. Look at this. I mean, here you are at headrest height in the driver's seat, where the driver would have been positioned, and this is what you see in front of you. The whole dashboard just got pushed completely in to where the driver was. Here we got one of my favorites, hail damage. Not flood, hail damage. Says it runs and drives 2011 Hyundai Tucson. Did I pronounce that right? I think I pronounced that right. It's got considerable hail damage. Yeah, 74,536 miles on the clock. The body is just riddled with hail, man. It is. It's pretty bad. But, again, as I've said a million times before, hail damage is not the end of the world. You can still get... Ooh. Whoa. Okay. Sorry, that was unexpected. This is just disgusting. This is absolutely disgusting. How did this even happen? Why is it so wet in here? I'm totally blown away. We'll see if it fires up, I guess. I don't think it's going to. I'm thinking this thing has been here a long time. Well, it's got some lights up there, but they look pretty dim. No, it runs. It's literally got... Look at this. It's been wet in here. Look, you can see how wet it's been. This thing is rough. This is real rough. Does anything work? Air conditioning? I mean, this thing has just been soaking wet. It sure has. Does the window work? It does. I'm not sure if the air conditioning works. It sure doesn't feel like it. Take a look under the hood real quick. And everything under here looks all right. The air compressor is running. It's got coolant and it's running quiet. Oh, this thing's gonna need a serious cleaning, like a major cleaning. It's not nearly as bad back here. It looks to me like this window was left down at some point, maybe. That window, maybe both front windows actually were left down. Yeah, the AC is nice and cold. Does the radio work?
So don't miss out on that.
It does. So the electronics work. There's a check engine light on, but other than that, no biggie. Goes right into gear. Yeah. So I would have stayed away from this one originally, but I think with a good cleaning, this could actually turn into a nice little vehicle. I mean, it needs serious cleaning. Look at this. Look at this. It needs a serious cleaning, but I really do think with a good cleaning, this could be a good vehicle for somebody. And a windshield. It's going to need a windshield as well. Keep my eyes on this one. Now, how many of you remember the 1988 Chrysler LeBaron? I remember this car. I used to love this car. And if I remember correctly, they had a GTC convertible, had the 3.0 liter Mitsubishi V6 engine in it, and I absolutely loved that car. It's hard to believe there is one sitting out here right now that was on the road. It had to be on the road because it's wrecked. So somebody had to hit it. I mean, I guess it didn't have to be on the road. It could have been sitting in the street. But either way, it was on the road when it got hit. Took one heck of a front-end collision, man. It really did. What a shame. It's obviously got frame damage. Everything has been twisted. And now, does this have the little 4-banger? Or, well, we're probably not going to get that hood open either. Or does it have that Mitsubishi V6? And the airbag even worked. How about that? Now I'm certain this car didn't have 19,000 miles on it. Actually, maybe it really does. I thought this was a 5-digit odometer, but it's not. That is a that's a 6-digit odometer, ladies and gentlemen. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see it or not, but it literally is showing 19,215 miles. And the RPMs were at just over 3 grand when it died. I want to see if I could find the hood release here. And where is the hood release? Right there.
It ain't gonna open.
Well, give it a try. Let's try. I really want to see that engine. If it's only got 19,000 miles on it, I'd love to see it. No?
It ain't going anywhere.
Dang.
The mechanism is broken.
Dang. I really wanted to see that. I have a hard time believing it's 19,000 miles. The car looks pretty rough. But if I could see the engine down in there, maybe I'd believe it.
It's hard to tell.
Well, I can tell you this has got new valve cover gaskets. And it is the little 4-cylinder. I don't remember what size it is. I keep thinking it's like a 2.5 or a 2.4 or something like that. Yeah, I don't think it's got 19,000 miles on it. I think the odometer quit working on it. That's what I think. But man, how about that for an old car from the 80s for you guys, right? If I could ever find another red with a white top LeBaron GTC, I would buy it in a heartbeat. How about an 02 Ford Mustang? That's how I feel about it. I don't know. In the pictures, it looked pretty sharp. You know, it's got a very unique 2-tone color to it. I thought it was blue on black. It's actually like a blue on silver, I think. I think it's a really dark silver or gray, a metallic gray. Interesting color scheme, but in person, quite honestly, doesn't look nearly as good as I thought. So I'm assuming that it used to be this gray color and somebody came through and shot it later with some blue. That's a GT badge. I don't think this is a GT. I could be wrong though, but I'm fairly certain this is a V6. So it's got side damage. Obviously this door is toast and this fender is shot, but I'm pretty certain the A-pillar is good. The suspension looks good. And if it's a GT, well, this could be worth saving. If it's a V6, oh, it's an automatic on top of that. Well, you just lost points for that one, buddy. Just lost points. Yeah, I can already tell you this is it's a V6. Someone just stuck a GT badge on the back for some reason. Not sure why. Like, anybody's going to be able to look at this car and know that it's a V6. I forget where the hood release is on this dang thing. There we go. Oh, man. All right. There is that 4.6 liter modular V8. Man, I hope y'all know I'm kidding. I hope you know I'm kidding. Yeah, that's that 3.8 liter. Okay, well, that's not interesting anymore. It's a V6 and it's an automatic. There's no reason for me to continue looking at it. I'm absolutely not interested in this one. Last but certainly not least is a 2006 Scion TC. 173,000 miles on the clock. Donation, it says. It also says it's a run and drive. Now, the headlights need a serious polish. It's got some dings and scratches and scuffs all over it. Basically, this car was not treated very well. But that doesn't mean it's not a good car. I mean, after all, it is a Toyota. And Toyotas are known for making good, reliable cars. So we'll give it a chance. It's an automatic. It kind of sucks. I prefer a stick shift on something like this. I really do, because at least that way I know the transmission's good. You can actually put it through all of the gears while you're sitting in it, and you know if it has them or it doesn't. With an automatic, just because it goes into reverse and drive does not mean it has all the gears. It may only have first gear in reverse. You won't know until you purchase it. Maintenance required. We've got a tire light on. Other than that, no big deal. Oh, look at that cool Pioneer / Scion head unit right there. Goes right into reverse. Right into drive. There's no hesitation at all. Let's turn on the air conditioning here. If I can figure out how to do it. Where is the... There we go. There we go. We got the AC on. Let's see if it actually works. In the meantime, while we're waiting, we can try out the important window. That works as well. AC does work. Yes, sir. Nice and cold. I think this might have been a girl's car. What do you think? Yeah, not bad. Not bad. It's running well. It's quiet. Shifted right into gear. Cold air conditioning. Sounds good. Looks good, honestly. I don't see a leak of anything under here. See what that trans fluid looks like. It's a little dark, but not too dark. So that looks okay. I approve. A little bit of blow by. It's got golden oil, so the oil looks good as well. Overall, this thing looks to be in fairly good condition. It does seem that it's low on coolant. It's definitely low on coolant. So that's something to take into consideration. Could just be low, or alternatively, it could have a more serious problem. Could have a head gasket issue. It's hard to say. Sometimes people will rig cars up to sell them, you know what I mean? You take a car that blows water out of the exhaust, you drain all the coolant out of it, change the oil, and it will run absolutely flawlessly. It'll run just fine until you realize there's no water in it. You go to put water in it after you buy it, and it starts spitting coolant out of the exhaust. But from everything I can tell here, this car actually looks like it's in relatively good condition. Well, that doesn't... That's held on by some little sheet metal screws. Okay, I don't know. See if we can pop the trunk from here, maybe? Oh, that's the gas cap. Ooh, oh my goodness. Well, that's pretty disgusting. Well, I don't see any type of another trunk release. Unless I'm just missing it. I sure don't see it. Looks like you may not be able to get into the trunk. I can hear it trying to open when I push the button, but it just doesn't respond. Yeah, she don't want to open. Huh. Well, I'll keep it on the list anyway. And with that, that's going to conclude our Thursday Copart walk around, ladies and gentlemen. I'd like to thank all of you for joining me and making this possible. I truly love what I do, and I couldn't do it without your support. So thank you so much. I appreciate you. Thank you to Yard 18, 2829 Southeast 15th Street here in Del City, Oklahoma. All the people here that make this place run. I truly appreciate you as well. And of course, corporate office. Can't forget Copart corporate office. Thank you guys for allowing me to do this. I appreciate all of you. Until next time, which will be Saturday, stay safe out there. I will catch you all very soon. And hey, no, you know what? Forget that. If you are not subscribed to the channel, please click that subscribe button. Subscribe to the channel, man. I'd really appreciate it. And follow me on Instagram, Auto Auction Rebuilds. And with that, until next time, stay safe out there. And I will catch you all very soon in the next one.